Welcome to the Insurance Dudes.
Hey, Craig, let's get into some coffee talk.
Hey, I love it. I love doing some coffee talk.
Well, talk about what?
Dogs, daughters, whatever. It's coffee talk.
Coffee talk. So this is a new thing that we're going to be doing, coffee talk, right?
Coffee talk.
Yeah, we're just going to talk about a couple things on our mind. Today, Craig brought up an interesting story. What is that story, Craig?
It came across my my Facebook feed. I like to call it the Book of Fosh. The Book of Fosh.
Fosse.
Fosse book. I know we're Italian. So Tracy Morgan, he bought a Bugatti. You know what Bugatti is?
A ridiculously expensive car.
Yeah. What? How much?
Dude, I don't know, 2 million, a million or something.
I think it's 200K. Maybe it is 2 million. I don't know. It's way more than most people that we know or insure pay for a car. We can agree on that.
Yes. I don't think I'm going to buy one.
No, likely no from me as well. That's a lot of trips to Kauai.
So what happened?
Well, so he buys it, and this is for folks who are living under the rock or whatever, didn't see it, but he buys it, and literally 2 blocks away from the dealership, somebody in a minivan sideswipes him. And I feel bad laughing, but it's maybe it's a little bit of the jelly. We got the jellies.
Oh
right?
man.
But
yeah.
But I mean, can you imagine? And apparently he got out and he was a little heated.
Yeah. Dude, so he was driving off the lot?
No, he was a couple blocks away.
Well, that's pretty much right off the block.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, minutes from the lot. Well, in LA, maybe it was, a little bit longer than a couple minutes to go a couple blocks, but
that's true.
That's a traffic joke.
Did it say anything? Did they say anything about how much it cost?
No, but I would
imagine.
Yeah, you can imagine, right? Let's just do some math, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what state minimum in California.
1535.
1535 and then property damage 10?
No, 1530 and then 5 for property damage.
Oh, 5. So how many? Okay, this is something that I found. Some of the other companies, I won't name any names, but they're reptilian or have flows, whatever. You see these policies come across where somebody hasn't really done a needs diagnosis. Somebody hasn't gone through what they need in the way of coverage, and they'll have 1530. Here it's 1530 in Arizona, right? And they'll have 1530 10, right? I have a great example. My daughter was in a head-on. She was in a head-on, not her fault, and she's fine. And I've told this story a billion times, but this person that hit her was offset head-on, so it was like the front corners hit each other, and they both spun and whatever. They're going about 50, and luckily nobody was hurt. Well, I mean, slightly hurt. They had to go to the hospital, but just bumps and scratches and freaked out. But their coverage. So listen to this. The other party's coverage was $250, $500 for injuries. That's great. Property damage, 10.
Oh.
And that was a reptilian policy. 250, 500, 10. So now let's put that same scenario over for Tracy Morgan. Luckily, my daughter was driving an old Avalon and, it covered it. So it wasn't a big deal. But it could have been a big deal, right? I mean, if she hit the Tesla and that happened, and now there's a problem, right? Because 10 ain't going to cover it.
Right.
That's right. I dropped an 8.
Oh man.
Yeah. So
yeah.
As soon as we talk insurance, then Jason's eyes glaze over and he doesn't want to talk about it.
No, I was looking up. So I looked up a Bugatti. I think it's like the Chiron or Chiron. People are going to be like, dude, how do you not know this? Right. But it says that one costs about $3 million.
What?
Yes.
What you talking about, Willis?
No, look it up. Look up Bugatti
I
price.
believe you.
You
Why don't
can
you share your
Google
screen? Share your
box.
screen. Share your screen. Let's look at that.
No, I don't want to share my.
Okay, fine.
You're gonna look at the weird toys and stuff like that. If my background is like this, could you imagine what my desktop?
I can't even imagine what's on the desktop.
Yeah.
So in California, let's be the driver of that minivan that hits Tracy Morgan. Probably not going to get a selfie with him, right? And hopefully she doesn't have state minimum, right? Because 5,000, we can probably safely assume that the repair on a 3 million car more than 5,000.
Oh,
probably how much the oil change is, right?
Dude. Oh, here it says, this is how much a $1.7 million Bugatti hypercar oil change costs.
How much?
Oil change costs $20,000 to $25,000.
What?
Dude.
I was going to say it was $5,000 and I was joking.
Well, I think I'm going to start changing Bugatti oil changes.
It can't be that hard. I mean, what is this? We're getting a little bit off subject here, but but like, is this magic oil?
It might be.
I mean, is there some other kind of oil? Like synthetic oil is expensive. I remember when I had a Mercedes and you had to put synthetic in it, and it was $100 or $150 for the oil. But 20,000 is a significant step up.
Why would anyone buy one of these cars? I don't know. Uses dry sump oiling system with 16 different drain plugs. but still 16 oil changes doesn't cost $20,000, right?
Why would you pay more to have greater problems?
So the tires alone are $38,000. We are completely off subject, but I'm getting very fascinated by all this. It does go from 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. Mm-hmm. Well, that's interesting. But back to the point of this whole thing is, wow, talk about coverage, right? Like when people go, oh, I'm not, I don't, this is my favorite, and this is what everybody says. I don't plan on getting in an accident.
Oh, well, then perfect. You're fine. You can hope that accident away.
Yeah, because most people plan on getting in an accident. If you plan on getting in an accident, the category changes from accident to on purpose. That would be an on purpose. It wouldn't be an on accident.
It's still covered though, and on purpose.
I don't plan on getting into an accident.
Yeah,
I don't plan on it. You know what? I actually do, because accidents do happen. I've heard that phrase before. That is true. So I do.
Statistics indicate 1 accident per 6 years per person.
Is that what it does?
Yeah, once every 6 years. So when somebody, the other side of it, of the I don't plan, you also hear this. I haven't been in an accident in 30 years.
That's great.
Great. So like in the financial, past performance does not indicate future results. So we know that now, theoretically, you have a higher likelihood. Every year you go beyond that 6, you have a higher likelihood that there is going to be that accident. And it could be, you back into the pole at Quick Trip or whatever, or it's you don't look and you sideswipe a Bugatti.
Right. That's the
could
ultimate.
Be your worst day ever, because even with, I've got $1 million umbrella. I don't even know if that's for injury, right?
That's just, yeah.
So
you're screwed. You're screwed no matter what.
Screwed.
So here's the other argument to that side. If you were that dude, who cares if you have 5,000 for property damage or 500? You know what I mean?
Well, is the car totaled? I mean, maybe a scratch, that car's totaled too, right?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe ruin one of those 16 oil plugs or something. I don't know.
16. Does that mean that they bring out 16 different people and they each work on one plug? Maybe that's part of the extreme cost. You know, that labor. And in California.
How long does that take?
Does it say? How long does a Bugatti oil change take?
I don't know, but that's another inconvenience, right?
I think we're losing listeners at this point.
Oh yeah, this is it for Coffee Talk. This is
Hey,
it.
thanks, guys. Just make sure that you are cognizant. And if we have agents and we have the general public listening, I think it's really, really, really important to know what those limits are. It's a very, very small fraction of your cost of your overall policy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think I have 300 or 500,000 for property damage. It's literally, a couple dollars every 6 months.
Yep.
Not a month, every 6 months.
Yeah.
And that's Coffee Talk.
And that's it, man. Because again, like if you're selling a policy for $100 a month, or you're 130, they're $100 a month, but you're giving them 10 times the amount of coverage. I'm giving you 10 times the amount of coverage, and I'm not increasing it times 10. So you're getting a huge deal here. And
it's called financial leverage. Financial leverage, right? That woman or man who was in the minivan who sideswiped Tracy would right now pay any amount to have $500,000 of coverage of property damage.
Yep.
Right?
And he's pissed at the company for not telling him this scenario.
All right, sure. I mean, that's their next go-to is let's go after that E&O. They never told me.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a good first Coffee Talk.
Yeah, Coffee Talk.
Your Insurance Dudes podcast is sponsored by Agency Vault, an industry leader in agency coaching, hiring and retaining top talent, and sales training with the 7-step trusted advisor sales framework.
Hey, thanks for checking out the Insurance Dudes. Hey, please subscribe. We got some really great stuff coming out.